Hello guys, Trade Guru. So I want to show you guys something I was going to show you guys yesterday. So I'm going to use this particular point as an example. Now the concept is this. Now over the next couple of days, weeks or whatnot, I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot of things, right? Everything will come together at the end. But for now, I want to teach you guys some concepts that you'll be grasping while we'll come to the very conclusion later, which will blow your mind. Do you understand? In terms of the way price moves. Now, sorry. What you will notice about price is, let me just use here for instance too. What you will notice about price, let's assume we understood that here is a good resistance zone, right? So price came all the way so price came all the way from this particular bottom and came all the way into this resistance zone. Now what you will notice about price is that as price about to come down, what we're going to do is that we're going to take a trend line to try to map out a certain trend line price was following while it was on its way up, right? So let's use this one for instance. Let me make this stuff look like this, right? So price was following this trend line. All right, good. So you can see how price was able to follow this trend line all the way till it got to this top. But what I want you guys to find interesting is that when price is about to break this trend line, this kind of candlestick is what forms. Now, this is the kind of candlestick that forms, the kind of candlestick pattern that forms, that lets you know that price, this breakout is legit, right? Now, I'm showing you guys something. You see when price comes down like this, it gave you this red, green, and red. Once you see this in a breakout, you now begin to understand that this is very, very strong. Now the reason why this is very, had it been price came straight forward and broke out, right? This breakout is not real. If price got to the top of this resistance, and while price was coming down, it didn't form anything that looks like this. It didn't form this. It just came all the way down and started going. You have to be afraid. You cannot take this as a sell, because usually one of the ways to enter the market is when price gets to the resistance, right, and price is coming down. Once you draw this line, the moment price breaks this line to the downward side, you're going to be taking your sell. But I'm trying to let you know that once price breaks out, and what you will be looking for is the formation of this candlestick in any time frame, except the 1 minute time frame. Of course, it's not a very good time frame too. So price comes here, it forms this green, it forms this one. The moment price is able to do that, if you are aggressive, you're going to be taking your sell just immediately after the breakout, after we find 1, 2, 3. Now sometimes the price can go down a little bit before forming the 1, 2, 3, but you will never take a sell until those things form, right? And I'm going to be showing you guys how in almost all the areas of the charts price was doing that. Now even if you look at this point, let's say you're going to draw your lines here to capture this one, and this particular place. So I'm drawing a trend line to capture this point. The first trend line was just to capture this trend here, so we can see that the breakout gave us this. Now to capture this other one, so you can see if I connect this one, when I stretch it to this place, you can see the moment where price came to this point to break out, price had to also give us this 1, 2, 3. The moment you see this, also this is a period to add position. Let's say you were here already and now you want to take another trade somewhere around this point. The moment price gives you the 1, 2, 3 in this breakout. So this is the thing I call the X point, right? it's only me that call it that. I don't know if anybody calls. I don't even know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. So, but this will always happen. Now, when this happens, this is the period where you take your buys or sell. So some people make a mistake that when these things happen, they just come here and take a sell even without finding this. This is the reason why you will take your buy or your sell. Now, if we go to the other chart, now the first thing you need to even understand, and I think as traders we already know how to do that, is to find a good resistance or support zone. Sometimes the resistance or support zone could be trend lines, right? It could be anything, resistance or support. So this one, I'm just putting this one there as a resistance or support. Now let's take a look at this one. For instance, let's say this is another resistance zone. Let's say this is another resistance zone here, and price got to the top of this point. Now what I'm saying is that I'm going to draw a certain trend line to capture how price move from the bottom to the top. And once I capture it, once price is coming down, price has to form that kind of candlestick. The moment price forms that candlestick, that is the time we are going to be entering that market. So now if I draw this, for instance, all the way to this point, now take a look at this. The moment price got to the top and price is about to break this my trend line, price is going to form 1, 2, 3. I'm sure you've never noticed this before. The moment price gives you this 1, 2, 3, this is the point where you take that sell trade or that sell trade at this particular juncture. And once you do that, had it been this price just came all the way down and didn't form nothing, kept going down, do not sell. The reason why you will not sell is because very soon, I can tell you with all guarantee, that price is going to spike, and that spike is going to come all the way up and go back up here. This thing here that forms at the edge of this your trend line is the guarantee that price is going to go down a bit. And even if price will buy, price will not go too far, right? Price will just keep going. So this thing I want to show you guys, I wanted to show you guys this today because there's a lot we're going to be talking about, and most of the things I'm going to be telling you guys, you don't know about it. You have not heard about it before, but is a building up process. I'm leading up to somewhere. When I now show you guys the exact thing that goes on in this market, you will know why I say it's almost impossible for me to lose a trade, right? Because to be honest, I'm very, very successful in trading. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really successful in trading. So I'm putting out that line there. So let's see if we were able to get that. I have to put it well. All right, good. So you can see this particular point. I'm trying to touch these wicks together, and you can see how price was able to do that somewhere around here. Howbeit, this one has a little bit of a delay, but this is still valid as long as it made that red, green, and the next red. So you know that then after this red, this green, howbeit it had 2 greens here, then we take the sell after the next red. This is our guarantee that price is actually going in our direction. So the moment price does this, breakouts from this place and ends, had it been the thing just keep doing this red all the way down, we're not going to take the sell even though it broke out to the downward direction. So now, like I said, the most important thing is to find out a good support zone or resistance zone or wherever we think the market is. For instance, this is a support zone, so all we need is for price to move from down all the way to that resistance zone. Once it gets to that resistance zone, we're going to have to sell, but we're not going to sell until we draw another change of character line. This is why I call it the change of character line. So we're going to draw that line, and once price gets to that point, price is going to give us this, and at the break of this is where we're going to be taking our sell. So this thing becomes the guarantee. So for instance, there are 2 trends here. Either I take this, and this, or if you look at this particular point where price was still going up, you will see that price also formed a certain type of trend in this point. So it's possible for me to also get this line and draw the line here. Now the moment I draw the line here, you can see what happened. The moment price is going to break this line, price has to break it in this, and this. So it's possible for me to start taking my sell from this particular point. I press the sell, and as the price gets to this particular point, I'm going to be watching, because price can come from here and bounce. But the moment price gives me this again, green and another red, at this point I'm taking another entry for a sell, because this is the confirmation for more entries. So this thing I just taught you guys right now is very, very important. So maybe today, later in today, we're going to be doing some other things, but I wanted to show you guys this yesterday so we can progress from there today.